Yes, indeed. Welcome back. My name is Ivan Vixamar. Most people just call me Vix. And I personally want to say thank you for tapping into the lunch table with Vix. Now, today's episode is a little different because it's not a podcast. So if you didn't know, I have a podcast under the same name, The Lunch Table with Vix. I guess podcast it would be. But today I'm bringing you a story time. I've done a story time before and I got pretty good feedback on it and I enjoy telling stories. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it again, but we're a little twist to it. I want to keep being creative and seeing that there's only audio as of right now. I wanted to just be able to tell a story in a different way. And as you know, in a story, there's what you said happened, there's what people said happened, and then there's what really happened. And today I'm bringing you two out of the three. So I'm going to say my side of the story. I got a guest that's going to hop on and explain his side of the story. And we gonna rock it out and put it together and see what the story comes to be. We recorded the parts separately, so I didn't want his story to change based off of my story. So what you're going to be hearing is going to be our two stories merged into one, but we didn't hear each other's side of it. So I think it'll bring good perspective. I think it should be really, really funny. Hopefully, I'll enjoy it. And again, I want to say thank you for tapping in. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So if you know me, you know when I tell stories, I tend to drag stuff a little bit. I'm not apologizing for it, but I'm just saying I understand I do it. But I always do like to give context with my stories and set the scene. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really, really quick. The story is going to take place my junior year of college. I was in River Forge, which is like outside of Chicago a little bit. And I want to say it was maybe December or January. It was colder. That's all I kind of remember. I don't remember exactly the month, but it was a colder time of year, definitely the winter time. And it was a Friday night or Saturday night. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and Suits, my guy, take it away.
I had I had two surgeries on my knee from tearing in football. So at this point, I was off crutches and I was out of the brace, the bendable knee brace. But I couldn't really do anything more than just really walk. And even still, that was like kinda weird walk. I had slight gimp still, but I didn't need anything else. I definitely couldn't run, couldn't sprint, jog, none of that. And you're like, yo, Suits, like, yo, we're going to this party at the apartments across the street. Do you want to come or anything? I was like, nah, not really, bro. Like, kind of just chilling. I want to you know, just lay down, rest my knee. I was like, I don't want to bump into it or fall or have someone hit it, and then I'll just get mad tight about it. And then that'll ruin my day. So you're like, all right, whatever. Well, I'll see you later. I was, all right, bet.
Not really much else to do. It's a Friday, Saturday night, so whatever. Me and the gang, we get dressed, we slide to the party, and by slide, literally walk across the street to the party. And most CUC parties, super packed. There's for some reason no alcohol, just beer. And yeah, I guess beer is alcohol. But when I think alcohol, I'm thinking like liquor. I guess that's a better word. There was no liquor, and I don't drink beer. And just like every CUC party, it is packed to the max. They're playing beer pong, and all there is to drink is beer, no liquor, of course. And the music was like, it's either white girl, Miley Cyrus, like Demi Lovato type vibes, which I'm not mad at, but there's a time and a place. Or it's just like straight up like Chicago drill music, which again, I'm not mad at, but there's a time and place. Like, play something that everybody enjoy. Like, play some Drake, you know, I don't know who was hot at the time, like Fetty Wap or something. I don't know. Play something like that. But music was trash, tragic. But party's going as well as it can be going. You got your people sitting in the corner. You got your people dancing. You got your people who's just ready to fight for no reason. There's always those people who just turned up for no reason. But it's very important for the story, so remember that. So I'm hot, a lot of people at the party. So I'm like, let me go downstairs, get some fresh air. So I go downstairs and I see one of my teammates down there, and he's talking to two dudes. I don't know neither of them. Not saying they couldn't have gone to Concordia, but I just never seen them before. So my thought process is it must be a friend of somebody else. They don't go to our school. Nothing wrong with it, whatever. So I'm down there, I'm on my phone, and I hear them like getting into it a little bit, not like arguing, but like I can tell the conversation is heating up. It's getting a little bit more intense. The volume, like the way they stay speaking, they starting to drop some F bombs, and so I'm just like, okay, it's only him out there. So I'm like, let me post up kind of close just in case something go down. So I'm on my phone. I'm not trying to get in the conversation, as a grown man myself, I think it's only right you let grown men handle grown man business. So, I'm just there just in case something pop off, but it ain't my business to get into, so I'm chilling. And do y'all know what like a trigger word is? And by a trigger word, I mean like someone says a word and it just alerts you. So like I guess your name would be a trigger word. Like it doesn't really matter what you're doing, but if you hear your mom say your name, like it triggers you and you just snap out of whatever you was doing. That's kind of how it was. Like I was on my phone and I wasn't really listening to what they were saying because I could really care less. I was just more so there just in case. But I heard a trigger word. I heard the guy say verbatim, "Yeah, I got something for you." Now, I'm gonna deal with the "yeah, all right" later down in the story. So remember that. Yeah, I just remember that. Trust me, remember it. But I just want to address the "I got something for you." Now, a normal human being that's at a party and they hear that, and maybe I'm just not normal, but most people in America, I feel like, hear "I got something for you," they gonna think, "Oh, maybe you got some weed from me. Maybe you got a fee that you gonna put me onto, or maybe you gonna give me some money." I don't know. But in Chicago, if you hear somebody say, "Yeah, I got something for you," they're talking about a firearm. They are about to get a blicky and they are going to try to put as many holes as they can in you. So, trigger word, I hear that. I said, "Oh, hold on. You gonna do what? You got something for who?" I said, "Hold on now. I'm alert now. I'm triggered." So now I kind of step in and I'm like, "Yo," I'm talking to his homeboy because Buddy, he walks like over to like, I guess where he parked his vehicle. So I'm talking to him like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like, and they're both intoxicated. My friend and the guy that I guess Buddy's friend, I'll just describe him as the white boy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a pause on the story. Let me describe these two cats to you. One dude looks like Geek Squad from Best Buy. Like whatever that looks like for you, that's what he looked like. Geek Squad from Best Buy. So Buddy that went to his car, go with me with on this. He looked like 90s Martin Lawrence. So think of Martin the sitcom, but like dressed in nowadays Chicago attire. So like True Religion jeans, Air Force Ones, and or they would say G Fazos, and like probably like a North Face jacket or like a Pelly Pelly jacket, right? Picture that. These two dudes scrawny, like not big at all, very very scrawny looking dudes. So Buddy go to the car. I'm talking to the friend and I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" He's intoxicated, so like nothing he's saying is making sense to me at the time. So I'm just like, all right, I can just tell it's something's about to pop off. So I slide upstairs super quick and I tap one of my homeboys and I'm just like, "Yo, whoop de whoop, da 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 da, scoop scoop, yeet yeet." AKA, I was like, "Yo, it's about to go down. Like, let's round everybody up." So we round everybody up. It's about, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of us. We all slide downstairs. And now at this moment, Buddy is walking from his car coming back towards us. And the way he's walking is as if he's about to up. And if you don't know what like he finna up, it's just like he's finna pull out a firearm and point it in our direction to fire at us. So I'm thinking one or two things. I'm thinking one, this dude and his friend is either gonna get jumped, or two, he gonna pull out a gun. So in my head, I'm like, okay, this situation can get real ugly real quick because both parties is turned up. My friend's turned up. Buddy, who went to the car, is turned up. So I don't see this ending any other way but those two ways that I mentioned. So obviously, there's only two of them. It's about 8 or 9 of us. So I'm like, all right. I peel back a little bit, not because I'm like scared if y'all like, oh, you. Look, first of all, let me say this: if you think that you so tough that you gonna outrun a bullet, you're lying. Be tough if you want to. Call me what you want, but I best believe I'm gonna be alive to hear you call it. But that's not why I removed myself real quick. I removed myself to make a phone call. Now, everybody got that friend that they call when they in a jam. Y'all, we all got that friend. So my guy is Suits.
Probably like a few hours go by, chilling. It's like 12, 1 a.m., whatever it was. And I get a call from you, and I was like, what could this man possibly be calling for me? Like what? I don't know what this man thinks I'm gonna do. But I was like, all right, whatever. I'm like, yo, what's up? You're like, yo, Suits, this dude, there's two dudes over here, bro. One of them's like bugging out, bro. He's saying he's got a gun, bro. Party cleared out, bro. This motherfucker saying he's got a gun. Bro, shit's getting crazy. And like in my mind, I'm like, well, like damn, like I gotta get over there. But also at the same time, like if he's calling me, like, bro, why are you calling me? Like I could do anything about this right now. Like I'm not the police. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. But regardless, I'm gonna ride for my guys. So with that hesitation, hang up.
So I call him and I'm like, yo, whoop the whoop, body bop, slide, this and that. I'm letting them know what's going down. Now, at this time, Suits is hurt. He I want to say he like dislocated his patella or tore something. Something was wrong with his knee, and he was probably at like maybe 50, 60%. He wasn't even like jogging at that point. So every time he like left his bed, he would have to put on a brace just to walk. So I'm not calling him with the intentions of like, yo, I need you to come through to like do something. I'm just calling him, letting him know like, yo, it's about to pop off like across the street. Just like kind of giving him a heads up. Now, like I said, literally across the street.
I throw on like I whatever I had on. So I had on like this wife beater, probably like this flimsy zip up hoodie and these shorts and like just moccasins with no socks too, by the way. No socks and no moccasins. And it's probably like 20 degrees outside. No, not 20 degrees, but it's cold. It's not a warm night. It's gotta be like winter weather. It's like 30 degrees, something like that. And so, bro, I'm outside like I'm hobbling because I can't run, right? So I'm hobbling over to this party, which is maybe like 200 yards away from the building. You could see from once we leave this dorm building, the apartment. So I'm hobbling.
Within like 2 minutes, I see the exit door open to Gross, and I just see a figure walking towards us. And it was like a scene from a movie. Like it was low key kind of like cold, a little foggy, and you just see like this image walking to you. And unlike the movies, it wasn't a cool image. It was Suits wearing like moccasins, some pajama shorts, and like a wife beater. Like who comes outside in that attire? I don't know. He does. So he comes up to me and he's like, yo, like what's going on?
Like over there, and I see like the crowds are starting to emerge, and I get over there. I'm like, yo, Ivan, what's going on? And you look surprised to see me. Like, bro, what are you doing over here? You called me, remember? Like, I don't know if that was a call for help or what that was, but you called me, so here I am." He goes, "Bro, I'm like, what's going on?" He goes, "Oh, this dude saying he has a gun." I was like, "Which dude?" He goes, "Well, one of the dudes is over there. Like, I guess it's his friend, and like, you know, like a bunch of guys over there, like trying to talk to him and see like what the hell's going on with the situation." I was like, "All right, where's the dude that has this gun?" He goes, "He's right there." I'm looking. It's this like little dude, probably is like 5'4", 5'5", weighs no more than a buck 05 soaking wet. Like, bro, this little ass dude, and I'm like, I don't even see the gun or anything. I just see him like just waving what looked like just fake gang. He wasn't even making. He was just putting fingers in like random places. Like I was like, "Are you speaking sign language or what are you doing?" I don't know what you're doing right now. But he started doing that, and like I don't see a gun, bro. And like he like lifts his shirt, and like I, I can't really see. I see like some sort of object like in his waistband, but it's dark out.
And I'm like, yo, buddy over here, this and this. And he like, bro, like, how long this been going on for? And I'm like, you know, 10, 15 minutes. He said 10, 15. Yeah, all right. And he said, and I quote, well, we about to handle this. And I quote back to him, yeah, all right. Now, this is where I want to get into the yeah, all right. Because everybody, yeah, all right, is a little different. Some people say, yeah, all right, and they bluffing. Some people say, yeah, all right, and they about that action. And other people say, yeah, all right, you on your own. So when he said we, I said, yeah, all right, you mug. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with none of this. So y'all, like I said again, y'all can look at me, call me soft, say what you want. It don't trust me, it ain't finna hurt my feelings. Comment all you want, soft. Look, I'm gonna be soft and I'm gonna be allowed to read the comments. I promise you. So Suits being the strategic dude that he is, he's like, nah, we about to handle this right now.
And he wasn't calming down. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to slam this kid at one point. Before I even get the chance to do this, Jesh, shout out Jesh, this was a great moment. He comes up, picks this kid, and just slams him. And when I say picks this kid up, I'm talking about his feet are scraping the sky. This kid, like that's how light and small this kid was. Like he picked this kid did like a full flip midair and just slammed him onto the ground.
So Suits kind of like peels off, kind of like behind the dude. If I'm playing Call of Duty, he about to flank buddy. And one of my other teammates, he just straight up bull rushes dude, picks him up, and when I mean takes him to the sky, I mean I want to go higher. He took buddy to the sky. Boom! Drop buddy straight on the concrete. And I'm looking at him like, bruh, this is something off a World Star. Like, you remember them World Star videos you used to watch in like middle school and high school? Like, I just witnessed a World Star moment. Like, buddy is, I wouldn't say knocked out, but he's struggling to breathe. So he must have got the wind knocked out of him. Now at this point of the story, it's gonna be a little blurry. Not because I don't know what happened, but because I don't know how like legal procedures work, and I'm not trying to incriminate nobody. I don't know how long ago a situation can happen, and you speak on it. And, I ain't trying to put no information out there. People got careers and stuff they trying to pursue.
And I was like, bet, I'm in. So I get on top and like I have to like stretch out my leg because I couldn't really like bend it and do too much with my knee. So I'm stretching out my leg, but I'm taking his head and I'm mushing it like right into the pavement. Like not the pavement. It was like grass, but since it was so cold out, it felt like pavement because it was so hard.
So Suits proceeds to do suit like things. And I'm trying not to make this sound overly dramatic, but I swear this is how it happened in my head. After, Buddy gets a love tap from a few individuals, we start all talking. Now, mind you, Buddy is still on the floor. I don't remember where his friend was, but Buddy is on the floor, and he probably was on the floor for like 20 minutes. I might be stretching it. It's not 20, but he was on the floor for a good 10 minutes, like just on the floor. And we just having a full conversation. And I don't know if y'all ever played GTA, but in Grand Theft Auto, when you like kill somebody, y'all know how like when y'all walk away, and I'm not making like a wasted joke, like wasted, like nah. When you kill somebody, right? And you kind of walk away and then you come back and their body just like evaporates, like they not there no more. Like I swear this is what happened. I don't like to swear. Let me not say I swear that happened because I don't know. But Buddy was not there on the floor. Like I'm trying not to say I swear, but I'm telling you, we was talking for like 10 minutes and I looked down on the floor and Buddy just evaporated. Like he either melted into the snow or this man has Indian like walking in the forest about to hunt prey type tiptoeing abilities because none of us noticed, but Buddy just was gone.
But and then like it turns out it was a phone, bro. Like he had a phone the whole time.
So just like any badass, Suits comes up to me and he's like, "Yo, you straight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good, bro." He's like, "All right, bro, enjoy the party. I'm about to slide back." So I dap him up and I go back in the party. You know me, I go back in the party and I get no play. I leave sweating through my clothes, and I just remember laying in bed thinking like, I just wasted my time going to this party. I should have just walked back with Suits, laid my ass in bed, and called it a night. But nope, went back in the party.
But regardless, I think it's one of the funniest. Has to be one of the funniest stories because it was just so. It was so random, and it just so much unfolded within like 10 minutes. Like the whole thing. It was just. I personally loved it. I thought it was one of the funniest stories, and
And that, I guess all together, it is what it is. I enjoyed my night, but ultimately, I really wish I would have got my 8 hours of sleep. That party was not worth it. So there you have it. That's the story time. Definitely want to say thank you to Suits sitting down and taking the time out of his busy schedule to help me record this. Me and Suits had a blast doing this. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it as much as we did recording it. I always like to leave with a little nugget of wisdom, and I don't want to get too deep or too serious, but I know this story time was funny. Hopefully y'all found it funny. But gun violence is real in America. So at the end of the day, I definitely don't want to glorify, gun violence or anything like that. And at the end of the day, be smart. I mean, your life is more valuable than you looking tough for a bunch of people recording on a phone or your pride or whatever it may be. Because at the end of the day, you would rather be alive than have your mother crying over your body. So just know you're not invincible. You don't always got to be the toughest person in the room. Sometimes it's cool to move with wisdom. And if you believe, stay prayed up each and every day because we live in a crazy world. You see it all the time on the news, people getting shot and killed, and not just by police. They getting shot and killed by people in their own communities. So y'all move with wisdom out there. If you do have any feedback, comments, suggestions, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead, click that comment button and let me know what you're talking about. If you want to hop on my IG, you can follow me at the lunch table with Vix, and go ahead and DM me and do the same thing. Or if you just want to chop it up, I'm definitely down to just have conversations with people who are listening to my podcast and the story times. So whatever floats your boat. If you want to like it, like it. If you want to comment, comment. Uh, at the end of the day, I'm just glad that y'all tapped in, made it to this point of the video or the recording. If you're listening on a different platform, like always, I want to leave y'all with my saying, and I really believe I haven't heard anybody else say this. I know Drake would always say more life, more everything, but I feel like I was the originator of more life, more blessings. I could probably be wrong though. It's a big world, a lot of sayings out there, but I'm gonna call it my saying. And like always, more life, more blessings. I love y'all.